Your muscles might be sore, but what if your brain and gut are still recovering too? From cortisol chaos to immune dips, this episode reveals the hidden systems working overtime after your workouts. You might never look at recovery the same way again.
Please hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Don't forget to check the description below for links to our trusted sponsors and ways you can support the show. Exercise recovery is way more complex than most people realize. Scientists have found it can take up to 2 weeks for your brain to fully recover from an intense workout. And that's just scratching the surface of what's happening in our bodies.
That's fascinating and honestly a bit concerning. Most of us probably jump right back into training way before our bodies are truly ready.
You know what's really mind-blowing? While we're feeling those sore muscles, there's this incredible internal communication network firing off millions of chemical signals. It's like a cellular Twitter feed with different parts of our body sending urgent messages similar to, "Hey, we need resources over here."
So tell me more about these chemical signals. What exactly is happening in there?
Well, it starts with cortisol, our main stress hormone, which basically sends out an all-points bulletin saying, stop everything and focus on repair. But here's the fascinating part. If cortisol stays elevated too long, it actually starts interfering with recovery.
That's interesting because most people think stress hormones are always bad, but you're saying we actually need some cortisol at first?
Exactly. It's all about timing and balance. Think of it like a construction site. First, you need the demolition crew and cortisol to clear out damaged tissue, but then you need the builders, testosterone, to come in and rebuild stronger.
That makes so much sense. And I imagine this process is happening throughout our entire body, not just in our muscles.
Absolutely right. Take our cardiovascular system. During intense exercise, blood flow to the gut drops by up to 80%. That's why so many endurance athletes have digestive issues during races.
Oh wow, I never realized the gut was affected that dramatically. What happens to all our nutrient absorption during that time?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Your gut actually becomes more permeable. Scientists call it leaky gut. And these proteins called occludins that usually keep everything tightly sealed start to malfunction.
That sounds concerning. How long does it take for the gut to recover?
The good news is that the gut can bounce back pretty quickly once exercise stops. But, and here's the key, it needs the right nutrients to repair itself. Specifically, research shows that amino acids like glutamine play a huge role in gut recovery.
You know what's fascinating to me? The way all these systems are competing for resources during recovery. It's like a whole body triage situation.
Right. And speaking of triage, let's talk about what's happening in your brain after intense exercise. Scientists have found something called central fatigue, where your brain literally loses some of its ability to control your muscles properly.
That explains why sometimes after a really tough workout, simple movements feel so uncoordinated.
Exactly. And here's where it gets wild. Researchers have found that this neural fatigue can last up to 2 weeks after really intense exercise. Your brain is basically operating at reduced capacity while it repairs and rebalances all its neurotransmitters.
That's honestly longer than I would have expected. Do different types of exercise affect this recovery period differently?
The research shows that ultra-endurance events, like running more than 100 kilometers, can actually cause elevated markers of cardiac stress. They've found this protein, called cardiac troponin, that only shows up in the blood when heart muscle has been stressed.
That's pretty intense. I'm guessing this is why proper recovery nutrition is so crucial.
You've got it. And here's something fascinating about the timing. In the 2 hours after exercise, your brain and spinal cord actually direct increased blood flow to exhausted muscles. It's like opening up special delivery lanes for nutrients.
The human body is just incredible. The level of coordination between all these systems is mind-boggling.
And we haven't even touched on the immune system yet. After intense exercise, you get what scientists call URTS, upper respiratory tract symptoms. It's not actually an infection, but your body mimicking those symptoms as part of the recovery process.
That explains why so many athletes feel like they're getting sick after really big events.
Exactly. And research has shown that the best way to support your immune system during recovery is a combination approach. Carbohydrates, proteins, minerals like zinc and magnesium, and certain vitamins all working together.
It really drives home how interconnected everything is. You can't just focus on muscle recovery and ignore everything else.
That's the key takeaway here. Recovery is a full body process. Your muscles might be screaming the loudest, but every system in your body needs attention and support to get back to normal.
So what's the bottom line for people listening? What should they take away from all this?
I think the main message is to respect the recovery process. Don't just focus on protein shakes for your muscles. Think about supporting your whole body. And most importantly, give yourself time. Whether it's your brain, your gut, or your immune system, everything needs time to get back to normal.
And probably better to wait those extra few days than to jump back in too soon and risk setting yourself back even further.
Absolutely right. Remember, folks, your body is an incredible machine, but even the best machines need proper maintenance and recovery time. When you support all your systems working together, that's when you'll see the best results and feel your strongest. Thanks for tuning in to the Wellness Lab Digest. If this episode helped you, here are 3 quick ways to support the show. 1. Subscribe to stay updated with fresh, body-loving wellness insights. 2. Share this episode with a friend who needs this today. 3. Comment below and tell us what topics you'd love to hear next. Want to do even more? Check the video description for ways to support the show. Stay curious, stay well, and we'll see you in the next episode.